Alrighty, we are back looking at cryptocurrency currently. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Starting off with XLM, going to do a quick recap. Then we'll hop over to coinmarketcap, take a look at the crypto sphere here. What's really going on? What's in the red? What's in the green? All of this volatile price action to be seen. During that, we will go through and see which coins might seem interesting, and then we will go through them as we please. I don't do any, or I do very minimal prior planning for these videos. I hit record and just go with the flow off the top, no script or whatnot. I just think of it as we're going. But we're going to end it off with Bitcoin as well. And additionally, we have an article regarding the institutional investor activity around the crypto space, which has been increasing over the last 2 years here. And I do believe a perfect storm of institutional buyers is culminating before our very eyes once a more agreed upon regulatory framework is put into position. These multi-billion-dollar entities can finally put their imaginary monopoly money somewhere. But jumping into XLM here, it would appear interesting price action with 11 cents overhead. Briefly was confirmed as support, now reconfirmed as resistance. If you did invest your 20% support-based investment ratio at 11 cents when the June 25th daily candle opened and closed with its wick and body above it, sadly, you can look for exit pumps here to reduce your support-based investment ratio because previous support has become resistance. With bearish robos in play, we have this descending trend line locally giving us a hard time. Many factors contributing to continued interaction downward here. So that's why we only invest 20% at our support levels. We're always looking for significant price action along them to further build their strength moving forward. So down below, 8 cents is our next support level to consider, and any sort of moves downward here. It would appear 10 cents is like a psychological level we seem to be holding, though 8 cents is technical support. 50% of your XLM investment can be invested when we have bullish robos back in play. Bullish robo advisors ever since July here, we've seen 60%, 22%, and 14% in upside after bullish confirmations from EngineeringRobo during some volatile sideways price action, and bearish confirmations have saved us from 54, 52, and 50% corrections that have occurred. Most recently, 50% here with our bearish robos in play back in April. Patiently waiting for support confirmations and bullish suggestions from our robo advisors, and we need to be free from this downward descending trend line, which is going to be giving us a hard time for the next following weeks to months perhaps. That remaining 30% can be invested when we are above this solid descending trend line, which we'll extend as we need when necessary. But let me know down below your thoughts on XLM. Alrighty, looking at coinmarketcap here, it would appear up and downward price action, a little bit of a slump. We do have dippage, dumpage, and downside during this volatile, fear-filled time here in the crypto sphere. It would appear Solana down more than 22% over the last week. BNB Ethereum experiencing more than 10% in downside this week as well. Bitcoin just about. Cardano down also. Not hard to see downside is in play, though it would appear, I do believe support is forming, as we can see. Atom project Cosmos has done over 5% in upside today, as well as Monero up 2% today. Green is still to be seen during this dippage, dumpage, and downside time in the crypto sphere, though it would appear tens of percentages in downside is necessary for us to continue hundreds of percentages to the upside. Some trending coins here, it would appear Shiba Inu has experienced almost 10% in downside over the last week, 4% downside today. Luna, the original Luna, has experienced a regular 121% in upside over the last week. No big deal. 5% today, 33% in the last 30 days. Totally normal. Terra Classic USTC experienced a very normal, healthy 349% in an upside over the last week, 300% this month, 31% today. Totally normal, healthy, not dramatic and ridiculous whatsoever. But the crypto market is definitely going through a rather, ridiculous, though necessary, healthy evil for us to kind of get, shake out a lot of the weaker projects in the sphere here. I do believe those that can withstand what is currently playing out will, continue to lead us to euphoric highs that I do believe crypto is expected to see as the economy changes and institutional money finds its way into the crypto sphere one way or another. We will need rules and a regulatory framework for institutions to abide by, though it is all a part of the process. It's all priced in. It's all part of the plan. Do what you gotta do while you can. We have Bitcoin continuing its way downward here, interacting with my key levels. We will visualize more as needed. We got a whole bunch of levels to interact with through the this range of sideways that may play out over the following months here. We are very close to what could be the bottom for this correction in this range here, though there are reasons to consider potentially a roughly $11,000 Bitcoin to present itself before we return to current all-time highs, and we can get into that in the moment in the fear and FOMO zone here. Quickly recapping, we've experienced 58% in downside after bearish robos back in April, patiently waiting for the return of bullish robo advisors. If we see some bullish robos here for Bitcoin, we can then get more bullish on altcoins, in my opinion. We do have this early bird in play, though, on the 25th of June, a high-risk investment if you chose to buy based on that confirmation. We need 2 of our chosen 3 robos entering a bullish state to become more comfortable investing based on that confirmation. 1 is nice to see. We can invest 20% at support once that has been further solidified. We are not eager to jump in at any of these levels in a significant manner just yet, though you can accumulate Bitcoin in small calculated portions right now over the following, in my opinion, perhaps 6 months as we make our way through the currently fear zone, which will be revealed in a moment, and that remaining 30% can be invested when we are free from the downtrend in play. Accumulate here during times of extreme fear, go oh no when Robo says there's FOMO. And so the FOMO zone doesn't suggest a top for Bitcoin until 190,000 US dollars, a far more reasonable top if you are looking for one. At the moment, we are deep within the fear zone here, experiencing 45% in downside relative to our previous 2 fear zone interactions. And right now we are anticipating relatively 4 to 6 months of sideways moving forward relative to a fear zone interaction back in 2018, 2019, where you were suggested to be accumulating Bitcoin between, $5,700 all the way down to $3,200 per Bitcoin. Very bullish prices to be accumulating still, because we have yet to see the FOMO zone. 190 is where you can more comfortably take profits there. Entering the FOMO zone may not be an abrupt rejection, as we can see. Trading up within it for a period of weeks to months is possible, though anywhere up in this red range is where you can safely sell your Bitcoin with anticipation of a market top forming. Right now, we are far too close to a bottom, in my opinion, and this dramatic $10,700 Bitcoin that may present itself correlates with an 84% correction that occurred following previous all-time highs met in 2017. 84% in downside played out before we were able to kind of fully recover, though a much dramatic range of sideways is considered if you were to be referring to those previous 2017, 2018 all-time highs. Right now, after setting the 69K, nice, all-time high, we have returned to previous all-time highs, though setting lows beneath it could suggest further sort of downward price action, and that 84% correction is something to consider. We're in a very volatile state here. It's very pivotal for price action moving forward. I do believe once support has been solidified above 2018 all-time highs, 19,764 roughly, we can then begin more comfortably considering the bottom forming here. At the moment, we are interacting with that level. If resistance is confirmed at it, then that $10,000 Bitcoin is far more likely. We always go with the flow of Robo and watch out for crypto. And I'm going to leave you with how crypto is attracting some institutional investors, according to the head of Huobi Global Sales. With a quote from him reading, "I think everyone is in agreement now that crypto is going to be around for the long term." The head of sales at Huobi Global said that while some institutional investors have gotten cold feet over crypto, many with billions of dollars are exploring the space. Speaking at the European Blockchain Convention, it was said that the crypto exchange Huobi had observed increasing interest from institutional investors within the last 1 to 2 years in entering the digital asset space. Supposedly, it took a long time for certain firms and hedge funds to build teams, raise capital, and understand the infrastructure to participate in crypto, estimating that 20 to 30 firms with more than $1 billion could start trading within the year. And so find this article in the description. It goes over how so far the regulatory aspects coming for Bitcoin and crypto have been rather unexpected, whether they take too long or they're far too unorthodox. This is all a part of the process as well. Once these people can figure out how to regulate Bitcoin properly, and we can have some sort of not perhaps global, but some sort of multinational acceptance of what Bitcoin really is, then we can have a much broader range of institutional investors sort of adopting Bitcoin in the ways that they want to. I do believe institutional investors are waiting to invest in Bitcoin. They're waiting for these regulatory frameworks to be figured out. Once they do, they are, they fully are aware of the space at hand and the growing and emerging economy around it, and they are fully aware of the current economy failing. So they have to go with the flow, but they don't have Robo. Let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Let me know in the comment section anything you'd like to see in the next video, whether it be a coin, company, or commodity. We will try to do it all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis, and tune in for the next one.